Andrew Tate, one of the most controversial men of the century. Someone who has gotten cancelled many times, yet has never been blown off the face of the internet. Today, we'll be going over the career of Andrew Tate III, what has led him up to this point, and whether he actually believes in everything he says, or if it's just a show for the cameras.
I'm ready to kill. I don't do this for fun. This is not a sport to me. I don't enjoy it. I hate training. I hate fighting. This is I was born for this. I have no choice. I'm here to kill. That's it. Pain. That's all I know.
What about your last fight tonight? What's going to happen?
I don't care. Put someone in front of me. Put someone in front of me. That's all I have to say.
One of the things Andrew Tate is best known for is for being a professional kickboxer and four-time kickboxing world champion. He would start kickboxing and other martial arts in 2005. Due to his parents both being very poor, was Tate himself growing up in one of the poorest neighborhoods in the UK. He and his brother Tristan would work in television advertising to support themselves. This involved getting businesses to pay to advertise on TV, but the brothers would then receive a commission. Notably, Tristan would eventually take over most of these responsibilities, so Andrew could focus on his kickboxing career. In 2008, Tate became ranked as the 7th best light heavyweight kickboxer in the UK by the International Sport Kickboxing Association. He would receive his first championship in 2009, rising to the top rank in his league and division across Europe. Tate would subsequently win the ISKA world title in 2011, 2013 and 2014, along with the Infusion belt in 2014, making him a champion of 2 different weight classes. He would subsequently retire with a record of 76 wins and 9 losses. However, many people have scrutinized his world champion title, considering he barely fought in the biggest and most skilled kickboxing and combat sport leagues, with only 6 MMA fights to his name. His record of 76 and 9 has also been under attack too, as many have pointed out that a lot of his wins were against relatively new and inexperienced fighters, including those with barely any fights under their name or even just making their debut. After retirement in 2016, Tate would appear in the British reality TV show Big Brother, but would be kicked out for allegedly hitting a woman with a belt. Tate would say that the act was consensual, but would later reveal that he was kicked out of Big Brother for nearly starting a fight with the other male guests.
Anyway, the real reason I got kicked out of Big Brother is because I was too good at triggering everyone. So what happened was I was only in there for about 9 days and 4 people walked out and every single man in there at some point had threatened me with violence. So they took me into the diary room and they said, we're really concerned about the dynamic of the house. This is all off camera.
Yeah.
I was like, well, the rules of Big Brother, we all signed a contract saying no one's allowed to make threats. I'm not threatening anybody. All these people are threatening me. You need to shut down their threats. And like, yeah, but people, you're very controlled and they're more emotional and we just want to guarantee that in the event of an altercation, you won't hit anybody. So basically they said, we've got a whole bunch of idiots in here who can't control themselves, children. And if they swing for you, we want you to play Floyd Mayweather and do nothing about it for 4.5 minutes while security turns up. I said, no, I'm not going to start an argument, but if they're going to swing at me, they're going to get knocked the fuck out. I don't know if there's 2 of them going to attack me. I ain't getting punched on TV. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this guy. Maybe he knows something. Who the fuck? If you swing at me, I'm taking you out. So that's my position. Okay. I'm not going to start it, but as soon as they start running their mouth, you better send security in advance because I'm taking them out the game. And they must have sat around, all the producers sat around and thought, shit. Oh, yeah, shit. Over the next 3 months, this is going to happen. And he's going to hurt them bad because they're all weaklings with big mouths. And because literally everybody was getting triggered and threatening me, like not just one, all of them, they thought.
Were you enjoying that?
I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's not even enjoyment. I just don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
So they sat and thought, this is a liability. We've got to get this guy out of here. So they used the sex tape as an excuse.
Okay.
So it was all bullshit.
Yeah, because they really made out you'd beaten the woman up, the early reports.
Well, it's bullshit because the girl came forward and said it wasn't true. And they had a dominatrix in the house. And at the same time, Laura and Marco had a belt and were hitting each other on the show. It's all bullshit. They didn't give a fuck about that. They just thought, this guy, man, this guy's too much for this show. He's too smart for these motherfuckers.
Andrew and Tristan also engaged in a pimping business, using up to 75 webcam models to sell sob stories to men online, allegedly accumulating millions of dollars from this venture, although he would later establish that it was mainly Tristan running the business. This scammy model would cause him to later come under attack for criticizing girls on platforms like OnlyFans, although he would defend himself by claiming that it was his experience with running such a business that allowed him to understand how detrimental it could be to young men. In 2017, amidst the controversy of Harvey Weinstein's alleged sexual abuse cases, Tate would be criticized about his tweets that victims of sexual assault share some responsibility for putting themselves in a position to be assaulted. While this could be true in some cases, with assault potentially being able to be avoided if the victim was more careful or sensible, the wording was relatively harsh, and it was posted in response to a situation where it certainly doesn't apply, considering Weinstein held a position of power over those whom he assaulted. He has also made multiple other controversial statements, including saying that depression wasn't real, that women belong to men, and that men should be allowed to cheat, while women shouldn't. Tate would make these statements on Twitter, as well as through appearances on right-wing shows and conferences. While many disagreed with his opinions, he would receive attention and also accumulate fans. Tate would subsequently start Huston's University in 2021, a platform that costs $49.99 USD that would allow for young people to learn new ways to make money. It was advertised as a platform that allows subscribers to learn money-making methods like crypto and e-commerce from millionaires that were experts at their craft in order to accumulate wealth and escape the financial slavery the Matrix was trying to put people into. One of the money-making methods involved was affiliate marketing, where subscribers would try to sign up other people to the platform for a commission. This was effective in helping Tate become prominent on multiple social media platforms, as people from Huston's University would post videos of him in an attempt to recruit others. The platform received much criticism, as many people would call it a pyramid scheme due to its affiliate marketing strategy. It would later be shut down and rebranded as The Real World in October 2022. Today, the online university has over 200,000 students, whom paying $50 a month would make Tate around $10 million per month. Some large YouTubers like CoffeeZilla would join the platform to check it out, and would reveal that it consisted of pre-recorded videos and information that could be found publicly. It was also found that although students were making money, it wasn't almost enough to escape the Matrix like Tate had advertised. Tate would fire back, stating that the amount of money his students make far exceeds the $50 per month subscription fee, thus making his platform great value. Tate would become widely known in mid-2022 due to the videos of him circulating online. He would become Googled more than both Donald Trump and COVID-19, giving him the title of the most Googled man in the world. His videos on TikTok would also notably be viewed over 11.6 billion times. This sort of exposure saw many people become worried about the effect his content could have on teenage boys and young men, who are particularly impressionable and easily influenced. Multiple charities and advocacy groups would label his content as extremely misogynistic, although Tate would claim that a lot of his content consists of jokes and were taken out of context. This controversy led to attempts to deplatform him, as he was permanently banned from both Facebook and Instagram. TikTok also removed his content and his name as a hashtag, claiming that his content incited violence against particular groups or individuals. YouTube would delete his channel with over 700,000 subscribers as well, and this cancellation would go so far that even companies that he'd never used before, like Airbnb, would refuse him service. Despite this, Tate's content continued to float around on the platforms he'd been banned from due to fan accounts, accumulating millions of views. According to Tate himself, certain platforms like TikTok have attempted to use facial and voice recognition technology to eliminate this type of content. Tate was subsequently moved to other platforms that allowed for more free speech, like Rumble. Unlike with other cases, Andrew Tate was not cancelled for having done anything bad in secret, and the fact that his content really resonated with many audiences meant that he still had an extremely large fan base. This, coupled with the clips of him remaining on mainstream platforms from fan accounts, which helped bring in new fans, will lead to an extremely large amount of people following him to other platforms, causing Rumble to become the most downloaded app for a period of time.